It's another day, another dollar, as Jermaine Ellis would say. I've really gotten into Jermaine Ellis. I've been watching his videos. I've been binge watching his videos. If you don't know who he is, look him up. His name is Jermaine Ellis. He's actually a booster board. I know nothing about skating. I know nothing about skating, but he's a skater. But what I'm really interested in is travel, because we both travel. I like to travel. He likes to travel. And the second thing is that he's into the sharing economy. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'll give you a little tiny bit of an explanation, because it's going to blow up. I can just feel it. It's going to blow up. It's Christmas night, and you know what that means.
Do it for the love and not do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love and not do it for the likes.
If you're like me, you don't like the 9 to 5. I mean, I've done it since the age of 16. I don't want to be doing that anymore. I'm in my 50s. I don't want to be doing the 9 to 5 anymore. And there's other ways of actually making a living without actually going to do the 9 to 5. And my bloody travel speaker is driving me mad right. Can you hear that? Please charge. Anyway. And what the sharing economy means is that the type of job you do is kind of like on demand, and or you do it when you want to, or you don't do it when you don't want to. So his sharing economy is all to do with deliveries, like deliveries and tasks. So he does TaskRabbit, he does, what else does he do? Postmaster. I don't know if you've heard of these terms or these companies, but they're all to do with on-demand jobs. So you sign up, you're a self-contractor, you do the job, you sign on, you do the job. And it's all internet-based. You could be anywhere in the world and do these jobs if that company is in that country. So, for example, TaskRabbit is actually in the UK, but it's only in London, I guess, at the moment. But what is all over the world is Airbnb. And this is what I do. So at the moment, I've just got guests that just left. And before I go on with that, I should explain more. Yeah, that's what you call the sharing economy. So the sharing economy is basically you share something, or you give up your time for something, basically, and it's not a normal 9 to 5. So my 9 to 5 is basically Airbnb. This is where I earn my living, and this is how I get to travel. But I'd really dearly like to add some more. So over the weeks, I want to make some passive income, and if you don't know what that is, I'll give you an explanation. It's basically income you earn while you sleep, basically. That's what that is. That's the simple explanation. So I'm looking into ways to making passive income. I've also looked into other sharing economy apps and sharing economy ways of making a living, and I found quite a few which I can actually do without even having to lift my head off the pillow if I really don't want to. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna get on with my sharing economy, which is Airbnb. I'm currently trying to set myself up for guests, and I look as AF, I look as rough as whatever, but this is the life of a daily thing. I thought I'm thinking about trying out daily blogging and see what happens, and see if people like it. If you don't like it, tell me. If you do, comment below or give it a thumbs up. But anyway, I look as rough as fuck. Look at me. Oh, that was a swear word, sorry. AF. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is one of my rooms, and basically I'm just doing a tidy up, and this is what I offer. I actually did a tea and coffee thing. I buy all this stuff in bulk, and yeah, I offer tea and coffee. There's a kettle in the room. This is one of the bedrooms, and that's the view. Let's show you the view from this room. This is what sells this room, basically. This is what sells this room. The view. So that's it. Now, I don't want to give away too much, because you'll probably realise where I live then. But because I'm always talking about Margate, but you'll realise where I live if you came down here. But I'm in the process of tidying up this one. So, even though I look as rough as AF, I might do a, I'm still doing this room. I'm just tidying up at the moment, and you can tell I'm not a one for ironing. And I try my best to find creaseless or crease-proof duvet covers and stuff like that, but It's just not happening. So what I'm doing is putting the actual duvets on a special wash so that it won't crease so much. But this one unfortunately is 100% cotton, and sometimes it's just hard to do that if you've got to dry towels and stuff at the same time. But anyway, I will get on with my living because I've got guests coming and one of them wants to turn up early. So I already did that room yesterday, so all he needs is a dust and a hoover. So I'm going to do that and then sort this room out because I've still got rubbish to get rid of, and they didn't hardly use anything in there. They didn't hardly use the water, they didn't use anything. So I'll just give the cups a quick rinse out and there go back. So yeah, this is what I'm doing this morning. Not anything interesting, but the whole story behind it is interesting and how it got started, and I might tell you that story. But yeah, if you're interested and you want to look me up and you want to stay in Margate, I do have a link in the description box where if you've never done Airbnb before, because basically Airbnb is sharing someone's home, you're actually using their spare room. Because like I say, I've got 3 bedrooms. Like I say, I can only sleep in one room at a time. What do I do with the other 2 rooms when I ain't got my family and friends coming down? So this is why I rent them out, and it just so happens that it's a really good gig that I can actually travel and I can actually do what I do. So peeps, to work. Check you later. Okay, so that room's done. So all I've got to do is just do a tidy up. So you can see I'm very generous with my guests. Not a lot of people do this, but there you go. Tea and coffee, biscuits, water. I've got to put another water in it, I'll remind myself. This is what the bed looks like. I give them shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, a lovely fluffy towel straight out the dryer. Aren't my guests lucky? So all I've got to do is dust. So let's tidy this up. And I do my little information sheet for them so they can get their Wi-Fi and any information I want to give them, so they won't ask me some silly questions. I shouldn't say that really. No question is silly. That's my philosophy. No question is silly. So because you don't know. It's just one of them things you don't know. I even provide iron. There's an iron board there. So let's get this out of the way. Oh, there you go. So tidy room. Just a dust and a hoover now. Clean the mirror. Because the last guests were here for a week and I didn't use very much. Which is good in one sense, I guess. It's coming up to August. August is my busiest time. July, August. This month has been chock-a-block, but I need a break now. So I'm going to be out and about. I'm gonna be doing. Everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in all love likes, in a dancehall style. And everybody